Welcome students, welcome to my channel Sequential Biology, and in this video we will discuss about basic idea of our immunological system. Okay, the study of body's defense mechanism against any pathogen is known as immunology. Actually, we live in a stream of microorganisms and various types of pathogenic microorganisms enters into our body, and this will causes the disease. If our immunological system is absent, then we will die during the time of birth. So our immunological system protect us from these various types of pathogenic microorganisms, and this will protect us from different types of disease, right? So the study of body's defense mechanism against the pathogen is known as immunology. Actually, immunity comes from a Latin word that means the immunis. Immunis means exempt, is the source of English word that is the immunity. So immunity is the state of protection from infectious disease. The microorganisms which coming from external environment, they are known as the exogenous pathogen. And also our body can produce many endogenous agent, that is this endogenous agent can causes cancer, and also our immunological system protect us from this endogenous agent. Or we can say that our immunological system protects us from different type of exogenous pathogen like viruses, like bacteria, like fungi, or any types of element. Okay, so these pathogens are regarded as the exogenous pathogen, but inside our body many harmful agent may be produced. These are the endogenous agent, and this may cause the cancer. So our immunological system protect us from the cancer. Edward Jenner, an English physician, is known as father of immunology. Now we will discuss about different line of our immunological system. Usually any pathogenic microorganisms, if it cross the first line of defense, then this will enters into the second line of defense. And usually the many pathogens cannot cross this first line of defense. That is, they cannot enter into our body. Okay, but if any pathogenic microorganism crosses this first line, then this will expose to the second line of our defense mechanism. But yet, if they escape from the second line of defense mechanism, they are exposed in the third line of defense. But if they can crosses this third line of defense, then they may cause different types of disease. So any pathogenic microorganisms which are attempting to invade into our body, they must be crossed the first line of defense, second line of defense, and the third line of defense. And if they escape from this three line of defense, then we are suffering from disease. And for this reason, we are protected always with the help of this immunological system. First line of defense contains the skin, and you know the skin is the mechanical barrier, and this prevents the entry of different type of pathogens. And apart from this, the temperature of the skin can kill different type of pathogen. Mucous membrane, this is also another component of the first line of defense, and many pathogenic microorganisms are entangled in the mucous membrane, so they cannot enter into our body. And also the secretion of the skin and the mucous membrane, skin secrete sweat and the sebum. Many pathogenic microorganisms are died in this secretion. And the skin and the gut bacteria, in our skin and in the gut, there are present many beneficial bacteria, and this will also causes the death of many pathogenic microorganisms. But any pathogenic microorganisms crosses this first line of defense, they are exposed to the second line of defense. And in the second line of defense, the following agents are responsible to eliminate these pathogenic microorganisms. In our blood, there are present many phagocytic cells like monocyte and macrophage. So they engulf this pathogen and eliminate this pathogen from our body. And also the inflammation. Inflammation also causes the elimination of many pathogenic microorganisms. Fever. And by the fever, our body temperature will be elevated, and this increased body temperature causes death of many pathogenic microorganisms. Also the interferon, this is another important chemicals, the interferon. Usually viral infected cells secrete this interferon, and this interferon kill many viruses. Okay, and in our blood there are present many proteins, and these proteins are known as the complement system, and this complement produces or synthesize membrane attack complex or the MAC, and which causes the rupture of bacterial cell wall. And next is the natural killer cell, and this natural killer cell remove these pathogenic microorganisms by process of phagocytosis. Okay, so these are the component of second line of defense: phagocytes, inflammation, fever, interferon, complement, and the natural killer cell. But if any pathogenic microorganisms crosses these two lines, they are exposed to the third line of defense. This is the most important and the final line of defense. And in the third line of defense, the lymphocytes and the antibodies are responsible for elimination of these pathogenic microorganisms. Usually the lymphocytes are two types, Lymphocyte is a type of WBC or the white blood cells. So lymphocyte are two types: B cell, B lymphocyte, and the T lymphocyte. B lymphocyte secrete a glycoprotein. This is known as the antibody, and this antibody, when react with this antigen, this causes the death of this antigen or the pathogen. So antibody is a major component of third line of defense. Apart from this, the lymphocyte, that is the T lymphocyte, and the T lymphocyte causes the cellular immunity, and the T lymphocyte are usually two types: the helper T cell and the cytotoxic T cell. Helper T cell secrete the cytokine, and this cytokine causes elimination or the death of many pathogenic microorganisms. And also TC cell or the cytotoxic T cell causes the death of many cancerous cell. Okay, so these are the different line of defense mechanism, and with the help of this defense mechanism we are protected from many pathogenic microorganisms. Then this is the concept about our immunological system, and in the next classes we will discuss about antigen. The antigen are those foreign proteins which causes different types of disease. Okay, so thank you, and that's it.